Welcome back to Factorio Megabase-In-A-Book. My name is Nilaus, and I guess you know that because we're up to, I have no idea how what episode number it is, but it is a perpetual growth and reconstruction and redesign and new ideas into this Megabase. That's how Megabasing works. Always new problems to solve, always new problems to create, and that is what we're doing now. So what I've done between sessions is apparently make some copper outpost up here. That was actually really stupid. That's not what I wanted. I wanted some iron outposts. Yeah, so let's find an iron outpost if we even have one. There we go. I'm going to take this part, and then make sure that we actually get the right names in here. That and that. Hopefully that should be better, and that means it also sends the iron here. So at the end of the last episode, I did sort of indicate that I wanted to build this part. Now I've put up everything up here. Oh no, that one's out. And we can now take it. So what I want to do today, well, this should help. This should help a lot if only it was completely built. So the first thing we want to do is build the remainder here. Luckily, this is something we can do pretty quickly because we have done all of this before. I think. Can I do that without you? Yes. And then flip it. Great. And then we're going to get this part is exactly the same. So we can copy that here. Oh, funny. That was important. Yeah, so this one will get built, and that will take these 16 lines into those two locations, and that will give us 4 more stations of iron coming in, and that should be good. I'm assuming that the green is lacking because of lack of iron. No, it's just lacking because of lacking. All right, so what we want to do today is we want to continue to expand out here. This means I'm going to need to get these friendlies back. They do have a problem, and that problem is also evident in here. If I press L and then go search for laser turrets, I only have 47 laser turrets available in this location. And it is laser turrets that's the constraint of loading, of continuing the build up here. Because, well, without laser turrets, there's really no point in building all of that out there. I have my military drones here. They are going to go up. And they will be sort of patrolling this area back and forth. And I also have over in this location, and I'm suspecting I have a stupid amount of robot flying a stupid amount of distance. Yeah, this is not smart for performance. Just FYI, I just got a bit lazy. I went before the stream and went like, oh shoot, I forgot to bring it in, so I brought it in, and now it's just standing there sucking up all of the updates. But it is what it is. These are just mainly getting belts and also laser turrets. You can see the laser turrets are coming in slowly but surely. So while we are waiting for more laser turrets to be crafted, yep, and more, these ones to be, and the landfill trains to be filled up, then it is time for us to build something new that you wouldn't think that you would expect to see around here. But I guess I feel I have to. The problem is, well, not the problem. Well, yes, the problem is power. And power is going to be a big problem very soon. And what are we going to do about it? Well, okay, these are flying out. Yeah, so I'm just a bit worried why they're not flying out more of those. Hold on. I need to check belt. L. Belt. Yeah, we are out of belts as well. Wow. Did not see that coming. Anyway, that is even more important to build something new. Okay. Power is going to be a problem, and I've heard the question answered. I've heard 2 suggestions, and one is a good one. One is, yeah, it's a good one, but I think it's missing some understanding. One was, why don't you build some nuclear? Why don't you just build some nuclear power plants? And as you can see here, we are struggling with updates. It gets better if I take this out, but still we're struggling with updates. If I build a nuclear power plant that generates enough power for this, then I just don't have updates, because the fluid calculation in all the pipes and in all the turbines and the steam and all that stuff, it's just massive amount of extra calculation for absolutely no reason. And well, power. So I can't really do that. It's just not an option for me. And then the second option was, why don't you build between here? There's plenty of space. And I was like, you don't get anything. This is a city block pattern. You don't get it. And then I was like, you know what? It's actually a good point. So I think what I'm going to try to do is do exactly that. See what we can squeeze into these regions here. And then Actually, I am going to build on the sacred path. Oh my god, right. Building on the sacred path. This sacred path has to go anyway, because it doesn't belong here. It doesn't serve a purpose. That was in the days of the... days of the bus space. Look at that. I think this is probably how we're going to do it. I don't think you can find a better way of building this one in here. It has to be a design that does not interfere with anything else. So let me just get 50 of these and 50 of these, right? So that I can build them myself. So far this looks like it's extremely simple. I thought this would be like a big design conundrum, and it's not. Then let's have a look at it, what it looks like down here. That actually looks incredibly useful as well, doesn't it? Huh, let's continue it up here. Okay, here's a problem with the lack of... finally there's a problem. I mean, it has to be some things that just... Okay, so what we would want to do or need to do... Yeah, it's really obvious that it has to be in this line. But we could do something else. We could plop one down here and then just take care of the middle part. Because this and this will be in the next location. So if I copy this part and put it here, then we will see that everything is powered. Huh, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Right, so now the next question is, well, if I do this, am I then over or under building something? What I mean is, sometimes when you build, or when you build with this, it's important to figure out if you are building still at ratio, and I think that we're not that far off ratio, at least. So lucky that these are fitting perfectly. I'm blown away by how lucky we are with this, or I mean, well timed and all that, right? So this will be our new template, if I build it correctly, and then we'll do a calculation afterwards on figuring out if it's the right ratio. The optimal ratio is what is it? The optimal ratio is 25 solar panels to 21 accumulators. And that makes sure that the solar panels can charge during the day. And I will take this part. Only go to this location and go to that one. I'm going to put that here. What do we have? We have 751 divided by 630. That's not really. Okay, no, I do 751 divided by 25 multiplied by 21. That is... Oh my god. That is 630.84. What? Okay, I'm modestly happy about this. Whew. And it looks like I should have... Wow. I did not even plan this. What? Okay, well, this is a perfect solar panel designed for a city block in case you want it out here in the world. That is crazy. I'm so happy about it. That's perfect. And it didn't even take any time to build. Damn. Not that. And this will be... And then it'll also be this one. And then it'll be a 2 for version 2. That will be... Oh, I'm just coming out of harbor space. Extended solar city block. And you will also find this on the website, snap to grid, 100 by 100. And then make sure that it is, should be straightforward to do that here. And yeah, like that. Let's try it. Why does that not work? Oh, because these have lights, right? Yeah, this ones have lights. That doesn't matter. That's incorrect. Let's build it out in the wild. And I will definitely put it in here. I think I will... Oh, that's the build for it. Where's the solar panel? Okay, you're gonna go down here. There. Extended solar city. Let's build it. And then let's have a look at how much power the original city block does. And that will just mean that we can get that much extra power. That's super important to tell. I am going to get... This is 564. And they are each delivering... What are they delivering? 60? 60 kilowatt times 60. So that's 33.8 megawatt for a normal city block at peak performance, but then I multiply by 0.7 because that's the average over time. So it's a normal city block, remember this, 23.7. And the new city block is 751 times 60 times 0.7. That is 31.5 divided by 23.7. That is a 13% increase, as far as I can tell. Maybe I didn't. I'm not sure I got that right. Yeah. Well, that's pretty damn nice to see up here. Yep, they are powering. Well, and let's have a look at this as well. You would want to go up to this location and then move all the way up to this and here. Then I'm going to have you. You're still going to be patrolling back and forth. Ah, that's not going to work because I clicked one of them out there. And you. Do we still have things come in? Nope, we don't. So I am going to move up here and keep pushing this one up further. And it has to go, sort of all of this area has to be covered. Actually, when I'm thinking about it, I probably need to move you as air cover over here because they will eventually they will bump into some biters. You know what I could also just delete all of this. That means I'm actually having enough. But deleting this before I build that is not really super safe. So let's wait with that idea. Well, it is time for us to build a massive build. I think that I am going to build it all the way from the top. And I'm going to hold shift because there's tons of other things that I don't want to build. So I'll build one more. I'm greedy. There. Let's have a look at power at this moment and then see where we are. We have 635,000 solar panels. It's pretty good, but if we look at it, okay, it's actually okay. What I'm suspecting is also because our science is not following science. Yeah, science is not keeping up. We're at a modest 2,500. That's pathetic. Let's not do that then. Let's go over to one of the other ones and hopefully that will be better. Maybe it's because I'm running out of... Let's have a look here. What are you waiting for? And green. Green? He said with audible surprise. Where the hell's the green one? Can't remember where I built that. That's the blue. That's the default one. I remember the red and green was being super small. Where's the red and green? Did I move them down? Did I move them up? There you are. Why are you not working? You're working fine. And you have 25,000. How many trains do I have? You have 2 trains. And they're just not working. So I guess this was a matter of lack of iron. If I look at this, this is still not working. What if I just head over there with my builder train? I think that's going to be a hope. Let's have a look if this is just production speed. Yeah, it's just production speed. It's not because we're lacking anything in particular. Well, we might actually miss some. No, the iron is fine. Okay. It is simply a matter of, with all of these builds, we've been using so many belts up here. And I'm going to build right there. And that means all of this gets built. This is also going to put a huge draw on our resources in general. I'm going to take, let's see. No, I can't. It has to be sort of just a... Okay. There. Let's get all the way out to the side here. And then basically get used to stand as much in the middle of everything as possible so that you can just casually build as much as you can get there. You are working, getting over there. Where is the white spidertron? Okay, they're almost getting up there. The question is, how aggressively do we want to take this out? Because we could start taking it out while it's here. Nah, I want to build just as much as I can up here. And then when it runs out around this location, then I go back here, pick up some of this, because there's no way that they can attack from here and then hit these lines. They'll be, if they're going to attack, then it's going to be something like this and curving inside. Yep. While this is out here, that doesn't seem safe to do some more shooty, but on the other hand, it would also be nice to continue shooty that part. Green's like, oh no, can you just go up there then? Huh, I guess not. I wonder why there's so many here. That doesn't seem good, does it? Oh, this has 61, and this also has 61. Obviously, they have the same. Still. All of that. Get it out here. Just babysitting this part. Making sure that we get now full 16 lanes in here. And I think it can support 16 lanes. Even the small ones here, this should still be working. Yeah, yep. I'm going to take these because they might be something that's allocated from flying all the way from the home base. That is good. I think we found everything is now working. Now what I want to see, the way we check it, is we see, are there any ghosts? Nope, no ghosts. And we will then do this one. Oh yes, that is glorious and beautiful. Let's disable that for a second. Are you done? You're kind of done. Let's build you out here. And then build you down here. Good. And you will go over here and do more coverage. It's, as long as we build it up here, primarily inside here, then it's going to be safe. I guess we could... Yeah, go back. And white one. Great. Now let's build the next design up here. That's the one. Alright, good stuff. Go. Let's see how many laser turrets they can actually place. And I know I could build all sorts of better defenses, but I've decided on my patented Nutter wall. Patent pending, at least. And so far, it's been holding up quite well. It does get breached once in a while, but if it never got breached, then I would also say that I would have overbuilt it significantly. This is great. This is way more than I had anticipated. We just need some radars as well. So that means I'm going to go... Where is it? That one. Yeah. Can they keep going? No. Okay, so what you need to do is go all the way back here and then move down there. These will be deconstructed then when they get back to those locations. This looks really good, actually. Really nice. Oh, you know what? I can also burn some of the wood for more power. Yeah. Or not. Actually, let's get out here. As long as it keeps pushing into this location, then it is completely safe because there's no one who will be attacking all the way around and go up here to do more attacking. So you just stay here and be happy. I have done the design. I have done all of this. And where are you going? It's interesting, and by interesting I mean horrible, that it is not consistent, right? Like, I can see these have something, but this is empty. Why is that empty, but the other ones are good? Probably like a single little teeny tiny bit that was like one of these belts wasn't set up as fast as the other one. Alright, I know this sucks. I'm gonna go here, and I will go home. It won't be able to until one of these actually go out. But it's pretty close. It is this one 3.6 or this one 3.6. Alright, then that will go home, and I can then continue up here. I think it's time for us to, since this is in a safe spot, I think it's time for us to start the barrage of this area up here so that we can get some more of that out. It has to go all the way up to this location. Let's enable the range. And that just stirring the beehive. Right, that should definitely be be doing something here. And this one just keep going until it can't go anymore. And then we have the problem of going through this part again. But again, this is one of the things where I know that it's not the optimal of setting all of my drones to fly all the way up there. But it's so simple. And when you have the scale, then just, yeah, whatever. Just get it done. These are just desperately trying to get the stuff done. That's great. I'll just wait a bit on this location. This is looking glorious, right? Do you want to see generally here? Yeah, that's some big attacks coming in soon when they decide to actually start their move towards us. And then we just start just taking out all the remaining here. Because now once that's done, we send in the spidertrons and they will be able to clean up the rest. Easily. But spidertrons, I mean, they're nice, but just sending them in against like fully operational bases, not a good thing. There. More barrages coming in. And I think I'll put you back here just in case something intercepts that's really big. Maybe over here is going to be a bit of an issue, but let's see. I will let you go down here. And what about you? Are you going? Okay. You'll go over here and then... steal it. All of this as well. Should also be stolen. So if I just disable all of it, then they will be picked up by the drones in here. So I want to make sure that I only pick it up when I'm sort of close by, so that they will come out and not here. That's gonna be taking. That's gonna be just a bit more careful than we'd like. And wouldn't it be fun if this one decided to start attacking? There. Move over to this location. And you can see we do need, like, how many do we need? We need like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locations maybe. So let's try and see if we can get 5 locations on undone here. And by doing that, we should have enough laser turrets to build the rest of the build up here. It's still a bit risky, but once we nuke out, lock out this one, then we are good. Go up to the top one. We still say that we are in need of plastic. Oh, There we go. Just like that. And it wasn't plastic, I meant. Iron, and iron seems to still be a problem, but that's weird. Shouldn't be. Okay, how much did 1, 2, 3, 4? Let's take at least 5. Here we go. That's the attack coming in. That's to be expected. Oh, there's also going to be a big attack coming in here. Maybe we can just intercept it a bit. Yes, we did. And that attack is not really relevant anymore. This one should be repairing itself, isn't it? Yeah, it should. You have drones, you have that. Okay, so it's just cycling through all of this. That's the problem. All right, good. And let's start moving you further up. Okay, they're starting to run out a bit on drones or on landfill here, so that's good. That is also what we'd like to see it run out. Ooh, but we don't want to see it actually attack here. So let's maybe move a bit away from that. And then say you are going to dedicate your last drones for this area. Here comes an attack. Is this still within range? Yeah, it's still within range of where it can go. And you, I think we'll take a little snippet more, and then once we've taken that, we can go up. There. So with that done, I think I'm going to go a bit cautious, because if there's some spiders in this location, then I don't want to be bumping into them with my undefended ones. Then I'm going to work around them, and then we can always send the other ones in after that. This seems to be super good at doing exactly what I wanted. This has been putting out way more than I had anticipated. Okay, and up here we'll do a bit more barrage on this. That's not really much use for this part. And it's probably just time to send in the spidertrons for just the remainders. There. All good. Also take these on. Anything that looks big is probably a spawner, so let's take that out. Oh, this one needs a bit more. And then I can now move. Just try to move through this area. And then move this through this area, and then go down here. That should also be good. And what are we doing on this? This is not getting there as fast as I'd like it to be. Interesting how this one did not get built. Oh well. Let's go through this area. Are they not building? They're not building. Why are they not building? Do they not have trains? Oh, they are building a bit. Why not? Why not this part then? Oh, because it's not blinking. Okay. Well, that's annoying. That one, and then move this way. I want to make sure that this part is completely closed off. You are clearing out this area. Okay, I think that we're almost safe. How far do we need to go? Oh, we need to go up significantly more, but still, that's to be expected. And you are still active. That's crazy. But it's gotta be the finishing touches here. It can't keep going, can it? I'm really surprised at how much we actually have in these drones, in these roboport. Yeah, drones. And that is going to be here. And I'll also build this. Yep. Now I think it's running out. Yeah, there's probably only one left that can do anything. Great. This is working really well. Taking it out. What about now? Yep, we're finally getting up here, and hopefully we have enough to finish off this part. Then I can build that one as well. Yeah, I am going to build it like this. Yeah, some of them have been really eager. This one has been really eager with picking things up. Maybe that's the one who's picking up everything, actually. Ah, man, already? I suspect that the problem here is... Yeah. I suspect that it's one of these will actually have a lot in storage. And I'll now go this part here. I thought they actually had a bit, but I guess they don't. You're still working, that's great. Slowly working through this. And maybe we can still fire a few shots up here before it gets up there. And then we'll have to get started on the next barrage soon. Okay, this is finally done. And that's also great. Like, we can bring it back here and get that sorted. We have now... I really don't like the fact that iron is still out. Isn't it like really, really good here? 115,000. Okay, let's jump out and take a look at why the iron is so bad. Because I don't get that. Alright, I have... Oh, I do know. I do know. I think I know why. This says +9 and -7. So it's actually good. But I think my real problem here is on the station side. If we look at the iron station, that one, we have 20 of those. Let's look at the copper one as well. Yeah, that's a battery. That's a copper there. I have 32 copper. I have 20 iron. Yes. And how many trains do I have for the 32 copper trains? I have 26. That's a lot. And what do I have for the iron ones? 16. I'm going to get a few more of these. Yep. And we'll send them out. Well, I said a couple more, and I guess that's all we can do right now. No path? No path is really bad. No path is really bad. So that means there is all 20 stops are inaccessible from the current position. That is really bad. That means there is at least one station that cannot be reached, but would like to be reached. And I suspect it must be one of these. Since don't look at me. Please don't look at me. That's so embarrassing. No wonder these are here. Oh no. Oh, that's so embarrassing. And I can't even get it fast, so we'll just have to wait for 2 drones to come out here eventually. But someone kind of did some competing orders, so these two don't seem like they're the most important things in the world. Okay, well, they went out to somewhere else, so that's at least a start. Train loader, let's get that one in again. And then I will drive over there and make sure that that gets built, because that is embarrassing. But it's also a really nice explanation, and that's why if you see a... shoot, that is totally not what I... How did it deconnect? Oh, the world is just coming apart right now. How did my train disconnect? I must have pressed that magical G button where that disconnect rolling stock. The least useful hotkey in any game ever, I think. Right. It's all good. And you want to go... Are we connected? It's connected. That looks so weird. Let's get over there. Alright. And that's the end. Okay, here we go. That is all of the robots coming back. And that's why we have absolutely we have nothing here. No updates because we are having... How many robots do we actually have in the air? Because that's a good indicator of how bad things are. We have about 9,000 construction bots and 14,000 logistics bots. Okay. Well, I mean, in and of itself, it's not a lot, but it's stretched over such a long area here. Unfortunately, you can't do much, so you can go down here and then go back again. What about that? Didn't we... No, we did not actually take it out. Okay. And then we need to make sure that these locations are not actual enemy locations. There's some indication that here we have some things, and then it'll gradually go over here. That one. This will be built. But I do not like the fact that we have a little breach. Just a tiny breach. It's not a big one, just a tiny one. Can you go down here and start removing some more stuff? Yes, you can. Alright, are we at this location? Yes, we are. And you will now go back. And that should help a lot, because now it can actually just send trains in here. These are available, yes. These two are waiting, good. Here I will... Okay, we got 3 out of 3 inbound, and we got 0 out of 3 inbound. Okay, I mean, the fact that some is coming inbound here is excellent. Then filling it up. It would have been nice if it was 2 out of 3 and 1 out of 3. Oh, 1 out of 3. Now we got 1 out of 3 here. Alright, that's great that they're coming in. Unfortunately, this is a long way away from everything else. Great. I think this is a good place to wrap up. What we did was we have now a new design, and it's going to be a lot stronger. And we did sort of calculate that it was 13% extra. It seems like a lot, 13% extra. But hey, if I can eke out 30% extra power of our solar panel network, considering I can also build it, of course, that's a given. And we might actually need to increase our production of this. Well, we do have this one. It's completely idle. Huh. You're not completely idle. I wonder if there's something that makes it not work, this one. This is enabled and it has 1. This is automatic and is ready to go out because this has a full load. And this one is also figuring up to 14. Okay, there is absolutely no problem with building this. This is just a matter of building more. Let's look at our here and then say solar. I have plenty of solar and accumulator. Also 38,000 accumulators. Okay, well that's not really a problem then. And this one can also go out. Doesn't belong here. I did not actually anticipate how easy it would be to do this. This pattern just fit perfectly into the design here. But that's a great thing when we have a good design language to build from. And also from this side, this goes out, this one goes out, this goes out. Here. Yeah, there's not anything else we could have built here that would make any sense. Great. I think that we are at a good point where we just need the whole thing to sort of stabilize a bit. We can plug this hole here, and then we can start working on expanding northbound. There's still a long way to go for this, and I'm just there. Still a long way to go, but if I can get this one up here, then I can do the same thing on this side by making it all the way up and then a corner, and then they can start moving towards each other, and then we can have some builds here. Then we don't need, as soon as we've completed this edge up here, which will not only be that edge, but it'll also be like a line here with another, by moving these away. I don't know how I'm going to move those away. I think I actually at this point should probably disable them at this point. Yeah, so they don't request anything. I'll think about it. Let's think about that for the next episode. If you have any ideas, then just by all means let me know. It is a science. Are we getting better on the science? No, we are getting worse on the science. That's also something we need to figure out, because the green science here, I mean, it's nice and all, but I'd really like it to be even nicer. It seems to be only green science, well, also some white science that's running out. That is definitely not something we're going to look at right now. That's going to be in the next episode. We'll start debugging these things, because now there will be a ton of things to debug as we also did. But first and foremost was saving our power supply. And that was, I think we're doing that now. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys next time. Take care. And as always, stay effective.